Right, hello, welcome back to the workshop. Hope you've had a good day. I have. Yeah, good day today. Chainsaws, lawnmowers, scarifiers, blowers, all sorts of bits and pieces. And a lot of blowers at the moment because it's that time of year, a lot of leaves. And I mean, here in, we had a big old storm last weekend and yeah, fences down and all sorts of stuff. So blowers at the moment are a hot topic, if you like. So anyway, a little bit of a workshop tip on these little beauties. Still BG86, okay? Probably the same with the 56. Sometimes what can happen with these is the engine will lock and customers will be extremely worried because the worst that could happen, it could be seized and it's time to buy another machine. But it might not. So I thought I'd share this with you. So I'm going to take the tube off, always easier. As always, nice clean bench so I don't confuse any bits and pieces. So we're going to take the starter assembly off. Okay, it hasn't happened to this machine, it isn't locked, but I'm just going to demonstrate what it could be. Okay, so let's take the starter assembly off so we can get into the flywheel and have a look. Nice and easy. There we go, one starter assembly removed. Right, now what can happen, this, obviously that's the flywheel, this bit here is called the spiral housing, okay? It helps cool the machine, but there's three fixings behind it and sometimes one will come loose, okay? And it will slightly vibrate itself out and then it will get stuck behind the flywheel. And then when you're trying to start it, the impression you have is the engine's locked. Oh dear, I'm upset. So I'll show you how to take this this flywheel off very easily. Secure, check your screws, and then put it all back together. All right, piece of cake. Right, so first of all, we need, again, to stop the engine spinning, stop the piston going up and down so we can undo that nut on that flywheel, okay? So I spoke about using a piece of cord the other day. So today, that's what we're going to do. So I'm just checking the pistons coming up because again, this undoes the wrong way. So now I can see where the piston is. I'm going to put some starter cord into this cylinder to stop the piston coming up and down. Okay, that's all I'm doing. Just feeding it into the cylinder enough that when the piston comes up to the top of the cylinder, it won't be able to move far enough so I can take that nut and flywheel off. Okay, see how we're doing. Hopefully that's enough. Right, so there's your 13mm chainsaw spanner or whatever you want to use. Let's just hope that it's not quite enough, it just popped over. It's a shame, a little bit more. There we go, right. There we go. So now what you do, a small hammer, okay? You undo the nut that holds the flywheel on, just enough, only needs to be moved away from the flywheel by about 1 millimetre, not a lot, okay? So just enough, because what we're going to do now is we're going to hold the flywheel, give it a little tap, the nut in the centre, and the reason we don't want to undo that nut too much is because when we hit that, we don't want to damage the thread, okay? So literally, don't undo it much at all, okay? Maybe a turn and a half. Hold the flywheel, and look, one little tap, undo the nut now. There we go, flywheel off. And what you'll find, got a tiny little bit of this on this, you'll see a mark, or it might even have broken off some fins where it's been touching and getting caught. So these are the screws, 1, 2, 3. That's your spiral housing. So you just check they're all tight, or replace the one that's come out because that's what it can happen regularly. Okay, and then when you're going to put it back together, don't forget, in your flywheel you've got a key, okay, timing key, and on your crankshaft, that's what this is now, you've got a slot where that key way must fit, okay? So line it up, and there we go. And then just reverse the process, nut on, get your nut on, that's it. There's my spanner, diddly dee. Okay, so not always is what you think it might be. You know, if it's locked, it's what you'll find. You'll take, if it's this, you'll take the starter assembly off and you'll see some metal filings, some debris around here. Okay, that's a common sort of giveaway, but very easy just to check, and hopefully that is why it's happened. It hasn't been seized, but flywheel off, check those screws, replace them, and then put it back together. All right, as always, if you found this useful, hit the like button and maybe leave a message or whatever. Okay, thanks a lot. Take it easy. Bye.